Hello everyone, and today I'm here with Solve It. As you can tell by this menu, this is a game about Rubik's Cube and such, and if you know me, I love my Rubik's Cubes. This is a game that the dev kindly sent me to try out for free. So I'll go ahead and be showcasing it a little bit, and I'm gonna go ahead and take my stab at teaching you guys how to solve a 3x3 Rubik's Cube here. So I've done a lot of stuff with the 3x3 Rubik's Cube, right? I've done Post-Shift 2 with Rubik's Cubes. I've recently done min mode, done 50-20, Puff Fast all challenges, and a lot of people falsely claim that Rubik's Cube is about intelligence. No. It's just about memorizing algorithms. So we have our cube here, and I'm just going to go through this step-by-step process, so maybe some of you can learn how to solve a Rubik's Cube. So firstly, you're going to want to make your daisy. So on the yellow center here, you're going to want to get all of your white edges. So we have an orange one right here. We'll put that in. We have this one here. We'll turn this, slot that in, and the last one's right here. Slot that in. Bam! Now we have our daisy, very beautiful flower. And with this step, you're going to want to match the edges to the center. So on this white edge here, match it to the red, turn it down twice. This green one already matches the green, bring it down twice. This one does not match, so you want to turn that to match with the blue. Bring it down, and then the last one matches with the orange, bring it down. So now if we look down here, we have a white cross where it matches with our centers. Phenomenal. So next step is our corners. So we're going to want to slot this into the right spot. We have our red green here. So to get this in, we'll do this. Bam. Back down. Now it's in. I'm actually not the greatest at talking about algorithms I'm learning. So I'd recommend watching a proper tutorial about how to solve a Rubik's Cube with algorithms on screen and such if you're actually interested in. But right now I'll just be going over the basic steps. So there's our white side, and we'll see this first layer here all matches with their center. Bam! That's the first side fully solved. Next we want to do our second layer. So we have this orange green. Oops. So yeah, we'll see orange matches up here, has to go to the left. So I'll move it away, bring this up, left, back down. Now we'll see this pairs with that corner, move it back, and this side up to slot it in. All right. I'm realizing, again, I'm not great at this. Just to show, this one has to go to the right, so move it away from where it has to go. And then do that same thing, but reverse. Bam. Now it's in. Perfect. And you kind of just repeat that until you get your second layer fully done. Last one, we'll notice that this one is actually in it already, but reverse. So you're going to want to do that same algorithm to bring it out. Oops, not turn that. And then we can put it in how it has to go. And now if we look at the cube, we'll see we have 2 layers now done. Now we need to get our yellow cross. So do this one. I don't really know how to explain where exactly you're supposed to do that, like where you splice it. But if you do that algorithm a few times, the cross will magically appear here. Now you just have to put these edges in the right spot because you'll notice now they don't match with their centers. So these two have to swap. So facing the one that has a swap to the left, we'll do this. Which again, I don't really know how to explain. This is why I'm saying you should probably watch a proper tutorial about how to solve a Rubik's Cube. I'm not the best guy for tutorials. Wait, what did I just do? Okay, almost messed it up. I was talking. I'm not the best for tutorials. I'd recommend watching someone that's more proficient in cubing to explain and have tutorials, algorithms on screen, rather. Now we need to get our corners in the right spot, but none of them are in the right spot currently. So I'm just going to do this algorithm to move all the corners once. Now we'll see this one is in the right spot. This blue-orange matches up. And we need to get this one over here. So I'll do the algorithm but reverse to move the pieces backwards. And now we see all the corners are in the right spot, but now 2 of them just aren't oriented right. So we'll just orient them properly real quick. And just like that, the cube is now solved. Phenomenal. All right. I realize that I'm not the greatest at explaining this. I'm sorry. But the point is that solving Rubik's Cube It's not about intelligence. I have learned the algorithms. I sat down one day in science class in 8th grade. I'm not saying you should do this during class. I'm a bad example. But I'm saying that's where I decided to learn how to solve a cube. And I just kind of practiced at it. And that's where I learned. This game is cool. It has like a lot of different puzzles. You probably see me do the Pyraminx if you watch the post-shift video. The tower cube. Yeah, scary. I don't even own some of these cubes, actually. Ooh, it has the clock. I haven't solved the clock in a little bit. It has a mirror cube. Megaminx. I'm a big fan of the Megaminx cube. And just classic stuff, but bigger, which I'm scared of these ones just because I'm not a fan of parity. I have not learned how to deal with parity yet. If you don't know anything about Rubik's Cubes, then you're probably asking, what the hell is parity? How do I explain parity? It's where it's oriented in a way that should be impossible. What am I doing? But because of how bigger cubes are with allowing like through the center, I don't really know how to explain. How do I move it? Yeah, like that. But yeah, because of the being able to move pieces through the center of the cube, it can cause some weird shenanigans. Again, I don't really know how to explain. This is where I'm just gonna say you should watch an actual cubing channel if you want proper explanations. This is kind of a parody case, actually. Give me 1 second. So yeah, the 2x2, obviously it doesn't have the edges. And because of that, you can kind of get this weird scenario here where the corners are seemingly in an impossible state. So this one's kind of like flipped inwards. Sometimes you get this on the bigger cubes where either it's like the corners flipped like this or it's even the edge pieces. I've never cared to learn the algorithm for that. I don't know if I ever will because I'm lazy. I'm trying to think about how do I hold a cube while doing this algorithm. Does it really matter? I don't know. When I get this on the 2x2, I just do this until it magically fixes itself. So yeah, boom. Beautiful. Alright. Yeah, 2x2, not too bad. It just kind of has that one weird edge case that kind of throws me off. Which is kind of why I prefer a 3x3 to the 2x2 in terms of like difficulty in solving. I don't know if that's the right... Okay, I haven't touched this cube in a bit, actually. How does this work on... Because... Ooh. I need to learn actual keyboard stuff on this one. Oh boy. Shoot, I don't remember how to solve this cube. Okay, I'm low-key too lazy to learn the keyboard stuff for that right now. Mirror cube, though, I should be able to do. This is going to be really weird, though, on this. No, it also doesn't allow you to... Okay, mirror cube, it's like a 3x3 cube, right? But you kind of have to go by the feeling instead. So instead of matching by color, you're just matching by where it'll match eventually. I'm so bad at explaining this. This one's a lot easier when you're holding it in your hand because you can kind of like feel the pieces and see when it's in level. So like you see how these guys are in level. Bam, you have a match. You can also just kind of eyeball it. So you see how this one's a thin piece. That means these other three have to be thin pieces as well. So we can conclude this one probably has to be on this cross here. This one has to be on the cross. And this one has to be on the cross. So when I solve a 3x3 mirror cube, I do like to start with this flat side first just because it's the easiest to find the pieces on. And then with the rest of the cube, it's just a lot of trial and error until the pieces are in the right spot. But I like the mirror cube though. I think it's fun. What about the clock? How does this one work? I'm getting the controls down here, I think. Hopefully. Okay, I think the clock is a cool puzzle. I'm a fan of the clock personally. Do I remember how to solve it though? Maybe. That's shift. There we go. Now we have one side here. Happy. Phenomenal. Am I tweaking? Like I have forgotten some sort of vital thing about how the clock works. Or did I? I don't know. Maybe I'm just going crazy. No, because those are all still happy in the middle there. How is it not? Oh, right, because when the pin is down, it doesn't move. Right. I was Dude, I just totally forgot how the clock worked for a second. Oh my god. Here I am glazing the clock at the start of this. I don't even remember how to solve the damn thing, apparently. And now we can bring these all and move those to the up. If I do this, bring those all to the up, and all that's left is to just get these outside edges happy. So that's left alt to do that. That doesn't mess with anything. It does mess with something. All right. So then I also have to get it to be happy with the corner. So this corner is happy. I can use this corner to get it happy with other... Wait, am I just overcomplicating it? Isn't it as simple as like I do 3 and just move it so they're all eventually meeting up with whatever. So now these up, that one down, so then we get it here. And if I bring that up, and then I can kind of repeat that same thing over here. If I flip the clock, do this, up, no. Well, yeah. So now they're here, and I'll bring this one down. Now I get it in orientation with that, get in orientation with that, bring them all up, and bam, that's how you solve a clock. Okay, oh my god, bro, I actually lost brain cells trying to remember how to do that. It's really not that bad. Okay, run it back. I learned. First step, you want to get the middle to all be facing the same way, right? So say I want this peg. I'm going to get it so these two are now in the same. And I'm going to work with this peg at the bottom to now get it so these 3 are all facing up. I can work with this peg, which should move these 3 that now I have solved. Get it down here. Activate this peg, and then I'll move these, which also has this actually already in the right spot. And I'll break those face up. Perfect. Now we go on this side, and we repeat. So on this one, I'm just going to get it so these 2 are facing up. I'll work with this peg now. Get it face up here. I'll work with this bottom peg. Get it to face like that. And now both of these bottom ones, I'll get it to face all 3 face up. So now we'll see both sides are facing up. And now we kind of want to do this little dance where we just bring one peg down. This is the isolated corner now that won't move. So we'll get it to match. And then we'll move to the next one. Get it to match. Move to the next one. Get it to match. Move to the last one. Get it to match. Bring them all up. Look at that. That, and that also solves the other side. That's how you solve the clock. It's as simple as that. I was overcomplicating it mega, forgetting how to do the last corners. Oh my god, I feel so dumb. But yeah. Again, I know I'm not great at giving advice here. I would recommend watching someone if you're actually looking to learn to solve. But yeah. If I can do the Pyraminx with my mouse. Okay, no. So I'll also try and do the Pyraminx here. This is one again where currently there's no mouse controls, so I'm just gonna have to learn the stuff here. Firstly, we're just gonna get these little edges to match up properly. The left tip is this one. We'll get that. And then this must be the right tip. Look at that. So now we have all these matching like that. Perfect. Now I'm gonna get one side to match up. This is gonna be the left tip currently. No, not the tip, but the left face. Yes, there we go. Now we have this, and now we want to work on getting these in. So I need a blue, red, which is right there. So we'll do this. If we bring that up, that. Now it's sledged in. Perfect. We need the green, wrong, double wrong, the top. Okay, I don't know what I just did, but it worked, apparently. I'm really fumbling on the controls here, but I'm making it work somehow. Yeah, left. And then we need the upper tip. No, not the upper tip, but the upper top face. do that. Bring that down. And now I need this right side. So yeah, the right face is ED. That up. Move it over. Back down. There we go. That's a side. Perfect. Alright, this one might be interesting to do. This is really hard to think about in terms of through a computer while it's not in my hands. I'm not gonna lie. Let me think about this. Okay, I'm pulling out my actual Pyraminx here just so I can get it in my hands and get a feel for what the heck I'm doing wrong. I feel like this will be easier to conceptualize while it's in my hand. Oh, I understand it now. I know what I'm doing wrong now. Okay, that's so much easier. Okay, so we're gonna do that same thing. We sledge it. Now we have something new here. So this one has to go right here. So I'm gonna do this, move it up, then bring this here, back down. There we go. Oh my god, dude, I'm actually so dumb. I am overcomplicating the hell out of this. Run it back, run it back. First step is our tips. Right. Left tip, JU. Good. All of our tips are now happy. Then we want to kind of match these quote-unquote centers, which will be this guy, this guy, this guy. So this will be our right face. Wrong. This one. There we go. Now we get our edges in. So we have something. We need our bluer, which is right here. Okay. Bring this up, this down, that, like that. Boom. We have now slotted in the blue. The green one will get slotted in right here, just like that. Lastly, the yellow, which should just go right here. We'll do this, that, bring it up. Bam. Now we have our red side done. Beautiful. So now we're gonna get this to match. And we're gonna do that little sledge algorithm. So down, down, up, up. Now we have something new here. So this one has to go right here. So I'll put it in there. Perfect. And then I'm gonna slide this over and we're gonna place this bottom on something new. So now I have the yellow green, which has to go right here. So I'll bring that up, slide it to the right, bring it down, and just like that, we have it solved. Perfect, beautiful, as easy as that. I just had to get it in my hands to remember how to do the algorithms. I'm a little bit stupid. But hey, we got there. That's what matters. Anyways, I think that'll be it. No. Here, let's try. Let's see how fast I can do a 3x3 on this. Oh, you have to hold space to start once you let go. I see. That makes more sense. Okay, let's try this again. Which, I mean, that does make sense now that I think about it. Kind of accurate to an actual little timer, which is cool. This game is really cool, though, how it just has, all the cubes and whatnot. Honestly, pretty impressive, too. Because, I mean, they all work quite smoothly here. And, like, I'm honestly impressed to see the clock. I didn't think I'd see the clock. It's cool seeing a variety of the puzzles. It makes me happy. Alright, we got unlucky scenario here. And then get our corners in the right spots. Oops. And then edges already all in the right spot. Beautiful. Or did I say edges? Corners? Well, yeah, I just moved the corners in the right. Dude, what am I saying? Whatever. And I almost forgot about ending the timer. You know, 1:29 on with the mouse. I'm pretty fine with that personally. I think that's fine. Alright, that'll be it from me for solving it. Pretty cool little game of just showcasing different puzzles and whatnot. It has blindfolded. It's multi-puzzle. Oh. This actually has like a lot to it. And it also has like a tutorial somewhere. Yeah, tutorial right here. So yeah, I think right now I was just kind of in. Wait. I didn't want to run through the tutorial. I'm good. I know how to do stuff. There's also learning mode. So like it teaches you how to solve the cubes and whatnot. And all the different algorithms for it and stuff too. That's cool. Or different solving methods rather. Yeah, it even has like for the different stuff. I know not all of them are quite here. But that is pretty cool. I like that. Pretty cool indeed. I quite like this. I think it's pretty cool. Anyways, that'll conclude it for Solve It. Thank you again to the dev for giving me a key to try this out. Pretty cool game. Eager to see everything else implemented in. Online, that'll be kind of fun. Oh, okay. The music's kind of bopping. But yeah, online, having to speed solve against others. I feel like that could be pretty fun, actually. Although you're definitely going to have to learn how to use the keyboard. Which is fine. I'm just lazy when it comes to learning things. But yeah, I feel like that's fun. That's cool. So yeah, that's it for Solve It. Hope you guys have enjoyed. Have a good day. I'll see you next time. Peace.
Ribbit, 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 ribbit. We are the frogs. Ribbit, 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 ribbit. We are the frogs. Ribbit.